Long time no see. Unfortunately for you, today is a day full of watching me on different videos. So I'm sorry, but this doesn't happen often. So I think we can handle it for today. Individual sports project. This is what we are doing today. We are using Canva. This is this lovely site. And you are going to be doing a little kind of project Canva design-ish like thing for me about an individual sport that you choose. Now, remember, a lot of benefits of individual sports are things like you can do it your whole life. That is a huge one. Things like cycling, walking, running, pickleball, tennis, they're very a lot easier on your joints. Swimming, things of that nature. So you can do it when you're 60, 70, 80, etc. Okay, so that's one of the big benefits is it's kind of a long-term thing. Another one is it kind of builds a lot of personal skills. So you need to learn how you respond from failure. How do you motivate yourself? Or how do you best, like, what is your best work ethic? What does that look like? How do you best manage your time? It's a lot of like self-focused things and a lot of self-reflection, which is very good to start now because, I mean, you're going to need it your whole life. I have to self-reflect every day on how my lessons are or how I teach my kids or situational stuff. So to be able to learn how to self-reflect and do that well now is a great skill. And just learning about yourself is huge. And you do that a lot in individual sports. Okay. And you get to kind of accomplish things on your own, which I think is cool. It helps build a lot of confidence and pride in yourself, which is sweet too. Okay, so I picked a sport that I didn't think any of you guys were going to do. So you can't do croquet because you will copy mine, and I don't want that to happen. So this is what mine looks like from afar. Croquet, nice and lovely. I have the next video gives you a whole tutorial on how to use Canva, so don't worry about that. We'll get to that in just a second, okay? I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. My lovely face is in the way. Croquet, individual sports project by Miss V. Okay, if you are a person with a common name, please put your last name. That would be awesome. And then please put your crew as well. That would be super helpful. Croquet, here's a nice little croquet thing. I thought that was aesthetically pleasing. I'm not usually an artistic person, so I really tried my best with this. You are once again going to tell me the history of your sport. So this is the history of mine. Isaac Spratt was the first person to finalize the rules of croquet. This is kind of what it looks like back in the olden days in 1856. Can you believe that? That's pretty gnarly. Okay, 1856. But there are theories that it was invented in the 1600s. So we have a couple different of differing opinions, but that's okay. And I'm going to give you the rules. Obviously, we don't have enough space to fill it all, but here are the basic rules of croquet if you'd like to know. And this is another picture of what it looks like back in the day. You have your equipment, things that you need. This is everything you need in order to play the game successfully. Okay, a lot of times you can buy these kits. For those of you who don't know croquet, I should probably have prefaced this. It's kind of like a lawn game. So, like, you know how nowadays people play like cornhole, spike ball, ladder golf, things like that? Like, croquet was like that type of game back in the day. However, there is still competitions to this day, but it's more so like in Europe. It's more popular. But there are competitions, which is cool. Matches, games, all that sort. So this is the object of the game. Your object is to advance yourself through the course, following the correct order to score points through the wickets and the stakes, etc., etc. Here's some nice little aesthetically pleasing croquet objects. Here's some highlights. There's actually some pretty interesting ones. Here's a nice little video. I thought it would be interesting because I'm going to see if I can play it for you, but I don't think I can. I'm kind of bummed by it, but you can look this up if you'd like to. I can play it when I'm not in Screencastify, so I'm curious why I can't play it now, but that's okay. We're just going to move on with our lives. If you get a chance, look at them. They're actually pretty cool. Here's my pro player, Toby Savage. Could you think of a cooler name? His literal name is Toby Savage, and he's a croquet player. Life goals. I don't know. I think that's pretty dang cool. So this is Toby Savage. This is a picture of him. He started when he was 15 years old, and he started competing in tournaments in 2010, and he has won 2 of the England championships and 2 of the world championships. That is legit, kids. Like, you want to be a professional athlete? Maybe basketball, football, the common sports aren't really your thing. Try out croquet. I'm just telling you, there might be a future. Now, this is the most important part, and some of you are not going to remember to do this, okay? And I will mark you down if you don't. You need a whole section on what you think the most beneficial part of a team sport is. Okay? I need 3 sentences. 3 sentences, okay? At least, of what you think is the most beneficial part of an individual sport. Okay? Please add that on. Otherwise, you not get credit. And your sources. You guys did such a great job of not just typing in Google. Like, hands down, much better than last try. So thank you. I still have all my hair in my head. I didn't have to pull any of it out. So thank you. I appreciate it. Here are my sources. And then look at this. This is pretty nifty. I thought it was aesthetically pleasing too. And then here's this. Okay. In the next tutorial, you're going to see how to use Canva and how to create this. Something I forgot. If you want to add pictures, you can go to photos or uploads. That's in the video. But something I forgot to mention is if you go to elements right here, you can like type in anything. So peanut butter, I love peanut butter. So I just looked that up. And so there's just different things that you can look up. So just feel free to use these because these oftentimes have some pretty cool, aesthetically pleasing things in there, okay, to make your presentation good. So please do a good job. Please be creative. Canva is like something where if you're not super artsy or creative, like it is super easy to be artsy and creative, okay? So please do your very best on this. This is my example. It will always be here if you need to look back for it. But now you can go to the next video that I made for last try about how to use Canva, okay? And then there's also a Word doc with step-by-step instructions. On that Word doc, it also tells you how to turn it in. Okay, email me with questions. I hope you guys have fun. Please pick something cool that you're interested in or maybe don't know anything about. Okay, bye guys.